Hi, my name is Stacy Barganz, and I'm a gifted and talented coordinator in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, and a former innovation specialist where my job was coaching teachers in the use of technology. And today we're going to talk about something called Let's Ditch Age-Based Learning in Favor of Relevancy. So this began as a very personal thing for me. I have 4 kids of my own, and I was always looking to make sure that they were learning in the classroom. And that led to some alternative learning things for them, opportunities that not every kid got. And it really made me think, why are we not providing this opportunity to all kids? What we are providing them with is an outdated way of learning that led to factory life. And we weren't meeting the needs of about 35% of the kids on either end of the bell curve. Our struggling learners and our advanced learners were a lot of times sitting in class not getting what they needed. And it's really tough with kids that find grade level material too challenging or that have already learned all the grade level material to not just have empty seat time. Our students are sort of like this, sort of like all animals that are completely different, have different needs, have different ways of life. And the same thing in education. They're all different in their readiness levels. And so the way that we're doing education didn't make sense to me. So I started looking at all these different things up here, and I looked at where my own kids' school was because they were going through the same type of transformation. And I saw that a hybrid of all these different models could lead to some really great things. These are 3 actual girls from my kids' school. Their names are Grace, Haley, and Elizabeth. So I'm going to talk about each one of them because in the elementary school that they're going to, now that they've transformed to not age-based grading or age-based education, they're seeing a lot of difference. So this is Grace. She started out a little bit below average. This is just mathematics. And now she's performing at above average level now that they've done some of this personalized learning stuff. This is Haley. She started out below average, and she is still struggling. However, Haley used to see herself as a non-reader that hated education. Haley is now an avid reader that loves education, and later on you're going to see how her scores are doing in relation to other kids. This is Elizabeth. She is very advanced, and she's continuing to learn every day at school. For this gifted kid, there's no sitting there not learning. Instead, every day there's something new for her. Now, we all know a whole bunch of educational theories like this one here. And my challenge is for us to forget the notion that a 9-year-old, or any age, is supposed to learn certain things and look at growth and proficiency instead. This means that we need to ditch age-based learning in favor of relevancy. 8-year-olds or 9 or 10 or 11-year-olds or whatever age are so varied and have so vastly different needs that we are doing them a disservice when we're saying that they have to learn this narrow range of things. In addition, if we move to a model like this in our schools, we're making it very efficient for student seat time. It's relevant to students, to every student. So this is how we do it. One possibility is to put together flexible bands of students based on students' readiness levels, on their proficiency levels. We drop the idea of age-based learning and instead put them together with people that are at the same level. You can use something like this. This is a proficiency profile by my students' school, by my own kids' school, that shows where they are proficient and where they are not. It gives a lot of information to parents, and it really lets teachers know where those needs are. This is the data I want to show you. This is in terms of how many years of growth they're making in a year. Notice in year 2, even Haley, who was making 3/4 of a year of growth every year, made more than a year of growth. She is on track to catch up to her grade level by 7th grade. Pivotal years. So teachers found year 1 very challenging but rewarding, and they found that they were able to focus better on the narrow band of students than they had ever been able to before. They felt like they weren't trying to reach every single student, but that they were trying to reach a subset of students, and they were able to really get in there and give every kid what they needed. For parents, they've seen a lot of positives with student growth and student engagement. The one negative that you need to think through before doing this is how you're going to communicate to parents, especially the parents of a struggling student. What are you going to do to make sure that they realize that it's okay that they're in with somebody of a grade level lower than them? For administration, this leads to a lot of efficiency. You can really be strategic with your RTI, with your special education services, and your gifted services, because those tend to be in one area. And so my question is, are you ready to think about education in a whole new light? Are you ready to ditch age-based learning in favor of relevancy? Thank you.